now going to touch the pad. Everybody in the world fused. Yeah. There you go, look. I've washed my face for you. Is that up to your standards? You okay with that?
I don't know. Maybe,
Almost.
maybe.
I shaved this morning, especially for you.
I can tell you shaved.
It's not often it's as smooth as that. Just feel that. It's pretty good.
My hands are dirty.
I don't care.
I have to kiss my
Dirt doesn't bother me. Good? You like that? You impressed? It took me ages. Okay, so we're back in the workshop with the gorgeous Tool Girl Jade. Now, we're making really good progress with the repairs on your car, aren't we?
Yeah, we forgot to take the last one off.
Holy crap, you're right. What am I like? Hang on, where's it gone? That's not the one. Where's the sheet?
I'm not sure.
Nope, that's a different one. Ah, there we are, look. And you need a pen, so there's your sheet.
Thanks.
And one big pen. Yeah, look, I'll hold it for you. So what we did on the previous video, we did, what was it?
Power steering belt, but we also did.
And the other two as well. Jeez.
Belt.
So when you're writing, you don't stick your tongue out to think, do you? That is,
belt, and what was that one?
power steering belt, alternator belt, and air conditioning belt, wasn't it?
I would say air belt.
Aircon, C-O-N,
Oh.
aircon.
What was it?
A-I-R, air.
I know how to spell air.
I know you do. Con,
.com.
as in convict.
Belt.
You're very concise, aren't you? That's very good.
Let's go with capital as well.
Oh,
So
very
what
good.
these are the same.
Cool. So we've actually done quite a lot more work than we originally planned, haven't we, really? Yeah, there's a lid for you, for the pen. I'll file that over there. I don't know why it got put down on the ground. Maybe Benjamin, I reckon. Okay, so in this video, we are getting really close now. The next job, and I would say the penultimate repair. Good word, I like penultimate. The penultimate repair is your windscreen washers don't work. The wipers do, but the washers don't work. Now that could be a wiring fault. It could be that the feed's gone to ground and it's blown the fuse. It could be that the switch has failed on the steering column, the combination switch. It could be that the pump's burnt out. It could be a bad earth. It could be all sorts of problems. So what we'll do is we'll use a very basic test light and we'll go across the vehicle and we'll make a start and try and, we will diagnose the fault. And if we can, we're going to fix the fault too. That's the idea behind it. It's Sunday afternoon. We can't buy any parts at all today. And it'd be quite nice to have this done today, wouldn't it? Because it's been a few days, but, I might not fix it deliberately to get Jade down again next weekend. Who knows? Okay, should we make a start?
Yeah.
Cool, right. Let's go for it. Right, so what we've got here is this is where you fill water for your washers, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so down the bottom of there are going to be is the pump.
Yeah.
Which pumps the water up this pipe here to onto your bonnet and hopefully sprays it on the windscreen. It might even be blocked jets. So what we can do first of all is get you to pop into the car, turn the ignition on, and activate the washers as if you would do when you wanted to use them.
Yeah.
And we'll listen for a noise because you wouldn't hear that noise if the engine was running.
Yeah.
All right, so if you do that for me first, and if we don't hear a noise, then either it's a seized motor or we've got a wiring fault.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, you got your heater on again. I can't turn your fan off. What's the light? Okay, so can you just activate your washers? What you would normally do to do your washers. Right. Okay. Right. What I'd like you to do is just hold it on as if you want to spray the windows all the time. Zzz, Right. I can't hear a pump. I definitely can't hear a pump. I'm going to whiz around and have a look. Nope, the pump's not working. All right, Jade, you can stop now.
So the
it means that either the pump is seized up or there's a wiring fault and the pump's not getting any power. So the next job is to unplug the connector on the pump. I mean, ideally we'd go for the fuse box and see if the fuse is blown, but these fuses are all in Japanese and I have no idea what any of them mean. So we're going to straight to the pump, unplug it and see if we've got power going to the pump or not. Alright Jade, do you want to jump out? Okay, so looking down here, we've got, actually on this one water bottle, we've got two motors. Now one of them will do the front window, the windscreen, and you must also have a washer on the rear window, do you?
Maybe, I haven't seen it squirt.
Have you tried
I can
it?
see it wipe, but I don't know how to make it squirt.
Okay, so maybe, if it is the motor, then maybe we can use the other motor. Because you don't have to have a rear wash for warrant, but you have to have a front wash. Okay, so I'm going to unplug that connector. One will be a ground, permanent ground, most likely, because I haven't got a wiring diagram for this car. One will be a permanent ground, and one will be a switch live from the switch on the dashboard. So we'll unplug that, use the test light, and see what we've got. Okay? Right, you head back inside the car, and I'll give you a shout when to actuate again. Well, that was easy. Right. Okay, so we'll put the test light onto battery positive first of all, and let's see if we can find that earth for the motor. Okay, so we've got the test light on battery positive, and we're looking for the ground. Nothing there, and there's the ground. Okay, I'm going to put the test light onto battery negative now, and I'm going to get Jade to energize the front wipers. Right, Jade, when you're ready. Perfect. Okay, so that's the positive supply to the motor, and this one on this side here is the ground. Sorry about the ATF pipe in the way from the gearbox, but such is life. Okay, so we know we've just proved that the wiring is good. So most likely it's the motor. But before we start taking out the battery and the battery holder and all the paraphernalia to get to that pump, let's energize the pump directly. And it doesn't really matter which is plus and minus, so we'll just get a couple of jump leads and we'll go onto the two terminals and see if the pump works. If the pump doesn't work, we know it's the pump. Right, Jade. Okay, if you just stand a little bit further. Jeez, nearly stabbed me in the head.
Yeah, I was scratching my face.
I'm just going to get rid of this while we still can. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to energize the motor directly off the battery. Just to vet, with the testing I've just done has verified the integrity of the wiring circuit on the car. So we know it's got a good earth, and we know it's got a power feed whenever you flick the switch on the steering column. So everything's saying it's the motor. I just want, before we start pulling everything apart, I want to double check. All right. So if we get the two white ones, because I think we'll need two to get to where we want to be. It's quite a distance. If you put that, let's use white as positive. You'll have to keep an eye on this exposed bit here, because otherwise it might touch ground, that's all. And we'll use green for negative. There we go. Oh, okay. On there, look. That'll do. Cool. And there's your green. All right. So you keep hold of that one. And it doesn't matter on the motor which one is positive and which one's negative, because it's an electric motor, and it'll just spin the opposite way. But we just want to make sure it energizes up, or in this case, make sure it doesn't. Okay. So we've got green is ground.
Can I just attach it to this?
Any way you want. Anything metals on that terminal is fine. Okay, so now we've got, so the white is positive, the green is negative. As soon as I touch it on there, it should, officially, if it was working properly, the motor would spin up.
Oh, I haven't got the key in.
It doesn't need to be, because we're going straight off the battery. Can you see down there, Jade? There's a little spark.
Oh, yes.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So the motor's trying to turn. There's definitely a circuit, there's continuity through the motor, but it's not actually turning, so it must have seized up. There's the problem. So what we can do, if I give you the positive one, which is that white one, that's live, so you keep hold of that. The green doesn't matter too much. I'm going to unplug the other motor and we'll test that while we're there. And if that one works, then we can swap them across.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden your windscreen washers should work again, shouldn't they? Oh, if I can get it off. Damn you, Mr. Green plug. Oh, it's really tight. Hang on. There we go. Right.
And then put the white one where the green one was.
And then we've got to swap the pipe as well, but we're just going to test it first. So let me put the green ground on first. So we'll stick that on that side. There we go. Jade passes the white one down. That's it. And we'll see if this one works. So this one works, we're all good to go. Oh yeah! Can you see water coming out the back of the car?
Hello?
Can you see water on the back window? Well, the pump works anyway. Okay, so now what we need to do is remove the battery tray, and then we can get this whole assembly out and swap those two pumps across.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's the plan. Right, so let's get rid of these test leads. That one can come out as well, look. There we go. Okay, Jade, so your ignition key's turned off at the moment?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so what we need now is to basically, I know we fitted a new battery, we've got to take it off again. So we need a 10mm spanner and a 13mm spanner. Right, so we should undo the earth first. And that's that one. So we'll get rid of that. It's not the world's best clamp, is that one, to be honest. It's a bit stretched. Okay, do you want to undo that one for us? I think it's a 13. Undo that bolt.
What way?
So you want to be going that way. Lefty loosey, mind your knuckles. Okay, probably 2 or 3 turns is all you need, then we can wiggle it off. That's it. No, you can leave the nut on. That's right, and then we'll just give that a wiggle. There we go. So now your battery's disconnected.
Sorry.
Okay, so the next job, get rid of the clamp. This one. Right, so we should be able to just unhook. That'll do. If I remember rightly, we can just unhook that from underneath. It sort of just goes through a little hole. There we go. That's that out of the way.
And we can lift us out.
And then, do you want to lift that one out? It's quite heavy. Stick it on the bench. Good job. Alright, Jade, can you see we've got, what's that under there? A bracket of some kind. We may not have to undo that, I don't know, but we've got 4 bolts here, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 12. Right, see if you can get those 4 bolts undone. Then we can lift that tray out. Shall I crack it off for you?
Oh.
What was that? Was that another one of your swear words? Fudge! There we go, I'll crack them all off. I'll tell you what, why don't we use that impact wrench? Why don't you grab that out of the drawer? Second drawer down. There you go, try that. That's going to bring them straight out. There you go, push down. That's it. Now keep pushing. There you go. Oh, that was an easy one. Jeez. Bit of tight fit. Now try. You got it. Oh man, that was so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's your bolts. Stick those on the bench. Right, let's see if we need to undo that one as well. I think we do, don't we? Oh, we've got some wires to get off as well. Right.
How do we get the wires off?
Well, we can rip them off like an animal, or we could do it properly and we could use some little pliers.
How do we put them back on?
Oh, they clip back in. There we are, look.
There's another hook down here.
There is. Each one's got 2, so it's, we've got to sort of eat our way in, unfortunately. not easy being cheesy. You heard that advert? Have you ever heard of cheesy Watsits?
Oh, I hear that.
Oh, in England we used to have cheesy Watsits, which were crisp. And the punchline was, it's not easy being cheesy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good fun. Right, let's see if we can get that off a little. That's one. So anyway, let's buzz that bolt out now. It might give me a bit more room to get into.
Oh, that one is another one.
Yeah, it's a little 10. There we go. Yeah. That's it, give it a squirt. There you go. Brilliant. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Really professional. Right, so maybe I can get that last one off now. Get the last clip off. Come on, mister, you can do it. God damn, plastic wires, clips.
Look at this.
Well, it's going to come off. Whether it's going to come off in one piece is all that matters. It's the only thing that's to be decided. Oh, there's more! Honestly, who designs this kind of stuff?
I feel like that needs to be wiped down.
You want to clean it here?
Yeah.
You do like cleaning stuff.
Looks rusty.
There you go. Right, you can have that. Do you want a wire brush?
Yeah.
There you go, look. You can give it a good scrub with that. If you like. Okay, now these motors are normally held in with just a couple of rubber grommets, and now that I can't really get the whole water bottle out, we're going to have up the contents, which is full to the brim with the water bottle, because obviously the washer's not working. I've put a drip tray underneath to catch all the water so we can recycle it, maybe. Okay, so I've got to try and pull these out now without breaking them. There we go, that's one. Two. Wonderful. Okay. So that pump doesn't work and that pump does work. And all we have to do is swap them around and swap the pipes around. Great stuff. Okay, so clear pipe is the windscreen washers. Broke that one off. That's okay because that's a broken pump. We don't mind that. Let's try and be a bit more careful with this one. Ha! Brilliant. So Jade, your rear washer is not going to work anymore. Oh, well, that's okay then. Cool. Right, let's swap these two pumps around on that bracket. That's one. Okay. Two. Right, that goes back in that one. I'll have to put a screw in there to seal it off, don't know yet. And that one goes on that one. Okay. Okay. And where's the clear pipe? Right, so I've got to fish that out of the clear pipe now. A flat screwdriver. That might do the trick. Jeez. Tell you what, I know what to do. Let's crush it. You know what? There we go. Too much of a fight was that. Okay. Right, clear pipe onto the pump that works. There we go. Now I'm hoping that's not going to leak. I wonder if it will. I need to block that off. Damn. We're getting there, slowly. Right, let's see if this is going to work. Hopefully it is. I've got to try and block that off somehow. It's a shame it snapped off actually, because the pipe would have done the trick, but... Oh, the output of the old pump, the broken pump. We don't need to replace it, because we're using the other pump. So hopefully that screw is going to seal that output. Fingers crossed. Let's have another go. Brilliant! Look at that! What a fix! I fixed it, Jade. Right, that's all sealed up. So let's see if we can get these pumps back into the reservoir now. Fingers crossed. Should be a bit easier putting them back in because it's already wet. Let's just, that was pretty easy actually. Just move that bracket a bit further up because that's got to slide into place once they're in. There we go. Where's my torch? Oh, I see. That's got to go on afterwards. Jeez. That makes it even easier. Okay, pull that out. Right, good pump going in first. There he is, he's in. And then we've got the dead pump going in next. Nope, that's got to go in first. Jesus Christ, honestly. Right. Dead pump first. He's in. Right, good pump. Going in. Right. Getting somewhere now. And then the little bracket that holds everything in place has a little groove in the plastic on the reservoir. We've got to get it down the groove and over the two pumps at the same time. There we are, look. Look at that. Bloody hell, Jay, we're doing well. Okay, next job is to find the wiring. Where do we put the wiring? There they are, look. There's the two plugs. Let's bring that back up here. That's one. Two. Okay, we're not going to use the green plug. We're going to plug the yellow, the clear plug onto the green motor, if it fits. Ta-da! Right. Hey, we're nearly there. Let's refill the reservoir with water Let's see what happens. I think we saved a bit of it. Cool, yeah. Well, that's enough for a test. Right, battery tray back in then. Bit of spray on those threads. Brilliant. Okay, if you want to give that a quick clean out, Jade. Yeah, there's some brake cleaner there. I've got a rag for you. There you go, that one's slightly cleaner. You don't care for your car a lot, don't you? Nobody else does this kind of stuff anymore. They just drive them and expect mechanics to fix them. The mechanics wouldn't clean this out. They just fix the fault right in.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's gonna rust, and then I just spend more money.
Yeah.
What's that? Plastic.
Yeah, bit of free plastic. That's cool. I'll get you some spray grease so it's not going to rust in the future.
Yeah. You can see it's starting to rust, so it's not very good.
Yeah, give that a spray around. It's pretty good stuff, that. I'm going to rust of that in there. Cool. And you've got to just keep the cam upright every now and again, so try and spray it. That's it.
I think that's enough.
That'll do, won't it?
Should I put some on there?
No, that'll catch fire if we don't know. That's the exhaust manifold. It's not a good thing. Okay, so we've got. I think we can put this in. Jeez, sorry, my cap in the way. Right, put this in. You can lose that now. Don't do that at the moment. You can spray some more in a minute if you want. Okay, so we've got all these little Christmas tree thingies to pop back in again. It's not easy because it's like chicken and egg. You know, you want to.
Which came first?
Exactly. Honestly, who designed?
I think evolution happened.
I think it did, didn't it? Somebody decided that this probably wasn't a good idea on the next model. Oh, that's that one. Two.
I think dinosaurs came first.
I think there is. Oh, there we are. There it is. That's that one. And where is he? Bloody clips, honestly. There he is. Right, so I think the other one we can get once it's in, because it goes on down the end, doesn't it? I think, yeah. Okay, so we'll just heave-ho that into place. There we go, and there we are. Right, so if you pop those 4 12mm bolts, I'll get those put in first, and I'll give you some copper paste to go on the threads. Right, so we need some copper paste on those threads. Some of this stuff, so they don't seize up. You've got to start them with your fingers. You can't start it with a gun. Otherwise you damage the threads. Right, you got another one? Cool, yeah. Right, yeah, you can do the other two.
Shiny.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Things don't rust when you put this stuff on. Yeah, I'm good.
What? That doesn't seem to go in.
Right, because it's not firing it down. There we are. I got it. You do the other copper paste. That's that one. Cool, yeah. Top last. Right, you can get your gun now and buzz those up tight if you want. Jeez. How are we doing? We've got one little squidge. Go back on there again. We've got it. Just get nice and tight. That's it. Perfect. Such a professional. Go on, keep going. Not tight yet. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go on, give it a squirt. And again. Still turning, keep going. And again. That's it, done. You hear the difference in the sound?
Yeah.
Brilliant. All done. Right, so I've tightened the 10mm one up. So what we'll do is we'll drop the battery in and we'll just chuck the cables back on for now. There's a positive one, look, and we can test it.
Sweet.
And if it works, I can put the battery clamp back on. Right, Jade, your battery is connected. All right, Jade, give it a try. Keep spraying it. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Good job. Okay. And how much did that cost to fix, Jade? Nothing at all. It's brilliant, isn't it? Okay, let's get this battery clamp put back on and we're all done. Okay, Jade, there's the battery clamp and it's the long leg to the front of the car. So it goes down that hole there, look.
This one?
It goes down there. Yeah, there's a hole down there. Can you see?
Like that one?
Yeah, and then can you see the hole further down?
Yeah.
Poke it through the hole and turn it 90 degrees. No, you're not looking. Down there, look, there's a hole, another hole, the
Oh, I
second hole.
didn't see that one.
That's it, through there. And then you've got to turn it so it hooks on. And you can whiz that one down. Right, if you hold that one still and keep it lifted upwards, it can't move. And then I'll do the one at the back. Honestly, whoever designed some parts of this car, they really need shooting because it's just, it's not fun. Huh. What a plonker. Okay. Right, we'll get these tightened down. And we'll try and move the battery into the middle so that clamps in the middle of the battery, like that. There we go. Yep, still in the right place, that's good. So what do you reckon, Jade? Done another good job today for you?
Yeah.
So we've replaced all 3 drive belts, one for the alternator, air conditioning pump and power steering pump belts. And we've fixed your windscreen washer for 0 cost.
Yay.
Now, I'm actually quite a fan of not spending money as well, so that's pretty good for me. Excellent stuff. Okay, now it's important with these battery clamp bolts not to over tighten them because all you'll do is bend the bracket.
Yeah.
Okay, now next job is we've just got to tighten these up. So the way I do it is I get a hammer and a socket that goes over here and give it a gentle tap to make sure it's all the way down the post. If you don't do that, then every time you tighten this up, it ends up climbing up the post.
Yeah.
And eventually it cracks the bracket.
Where's the wheel thing?
Where's all?
Feels like a
Oh, the dipstick?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it on the bench, it's alright. Don't panic. There we go. Right, I've got to tighten it. So that's the 13mm spanner. Have you got that?
I'll grab it.
13. Yeah, 13. So if you tighten that one up, and I'll tighten this one up. And this is really...
Right, ready tighty.
Yeah, so you can use your fingers first, because it's pretty slack, I think. Yeah, so it wants to come towards me. That's it. Now you see we've got a problem here, look. You see this? I've tightened this one up. That'll be tight enough now. I've tightened this one up and look. That's not bloody good, is it? That's terrible. So what we're going to do to fix that? Well, I mean ideally it wants a new clamp on it. That's the problem. The clamp, this metal is stretched.
Yeah.
I think what I'll do is I'll get you a new clamp for when you come up next time. And we'll fit that because that's pretty bad.
That's better.
That is better. That's going to help. Okay, and that one's That's now loose. There we go. That's tight too. Brilliant.
Sweet.
Good job.
Goes in this hole, right?
Yep. So you wind it up. It only goes in a certain place, so you've got to wiggle it around. Sometimes a bit tight. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it. And the other one's all the way in.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. What a busy afternoon we've had. It's been great fun though.
Yeah.
A little bit stressed at places, but this job was pretty easy compared to doing those belts. Those belts were a pain in the ass. Okay, well, we have the list of things to fix on Jade's car, and we're getting right near the bottom now. So Jade, if you want to tick off windscreen washers, we have now fixed those. And all that's left to do is some underseal. Now that's not going to happen today because, to be honest, I've got far too much stuff to do and I can't really fit that in. And it's a really grubby job. So that's going to have to wait until next weekend when I'm, basically pretty grubby already and I've got a bit of time. It's not a full underseal on the car. There's one particular area that's got a bit of rust, hasn't it? So I'll have a look at the fail sheet and I'll sort that out for Jade. And you can take it for a retest next week.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Get back on the road. Pretty damn good. Okay, crew. Well, if you enjoyed the video, and I think it was quite informative, how to quickly diagnose whether it's the motor or the wiring using the test lights. In this particular case, it turned out to be the motor that was duff, and we managed to steal the washer for the rear wash wipe and use that for the front windscreen, which is all you need for a warrant in this country. So got it sorted, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So zero cost. That's what I like. Okay, crew. Well, if you enjoyed the video, why not click on the subscribe button? You'll see a little gear icon turn up. Click on the gear icon, and then you can tick the box and turn on notifications. Our friends down at YouTube will send you an email as and when I upload any new videos. And there's usually 3 or 4 a week. It just depends whether it's a week away for me at work or whether I'm at home or what I'm doing at the weekend. But I do try to get at least 3 or 4 videos a week, but it doesn't always happen. But some weeks, there's more. It's a bonus. You'll also find me on
Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, and Twitter.
That's right. In the right order. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn good, in fact. Yes, feel free to communicate through any of those portals, chaps and chapettes. I will get back to you. I'll do my very best. But first point of contact, if you don't mind, through the comments on YouTube, because let's face it, that's where the videos are. Now, there's also a new or recent, relatively new, Patreon page. And on the Patreon page, there's a link on the home page of the YouTube channel. Click on that. It'll take you through and you'll be able to read all about the history of the channel. You'll also come across up-and-coming projects for the channel, things I've got planned for in the future. And of course, what else will they find, Jay?
The Tool Girl profiles.
They will. Tool Girl profiles, that's right. Every Tool Girl that's been on the channel, there's a profile on that page with lots and lots of photos, a description of how they came to be a Tool Girl, what they're doing now if they've moved on, or if they're a current Tool Girl like Jade, then, well, there's still more to be added. I hope Jade's going to be around for a lot longer yet because I have a lot of fun with Jade. It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do pretty good. When you're not asleep. Oh, very nice. Jeez, what do you like? Man, that's pretty good. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, crew. Well, it's goodbye from me, Andy Mechanic, and it's goodbye
From Tool Girl Jade.
Sure is. See you, crew. Cheers. Over and out. And we get the flag up again.
Oh!
Beauty.